everyone. The Eagles making a couple of moves in the fourth round of this 2018 NFL Draft. I'm Eagles insider Dave Spadaro with Ian Cunningham, the team's director of college scouting. Let's begin with the second pick in the fourth round. Josh Sweat, defensive end, 6'5", 250 pounds, Florida State. Why the pick? Why is he so attractive for the Eagles?
He was our highest rated player on the board. Physical player, aggressive, athletic, extremely long, talented. We still think there's a lot of upside in him. A great kid, Red Star type of kid, captain, leader, all the above.
And had some injuries in college, so describe the process of getting past that part of it.
He actually had some injuries coming out. He was a five-star recruit from the Tidewater area in Virginia. He actually almost, his knee was, I think, dislocated, torn ACL, all of the above. He came in, rehabbed, played a lot at Florida State. Throughout all those injuries, and he's made the best of his career.
What did you see from him on tape, and what really stood out with him?
He was able to play outside and inside, so they were able to rush him on third down from inside. First and second played outside, versatile, physical, strong, over 14.5 sacks in his career, 5.5 this year. This guy's on the come.
Is this a guy who, in this scheme, this is really kind of a really good scheme fit, playing downhill kind of player?
He kind of can fit in that Michael Bennett type role, play him outside, play him inside on third down, kind of like what we use BG. So I think he's a really good scheme fit for us.
And it's interesting, Ian, because the Eagles appear to be loaded along the defensive line, so this is certainly not a need pick. Truly the best guy on your board.
Yeah, he was the best guy on our board, and I think he can kind of learn from Michael and Chris and BG. All the guys that we have here. I think he's going to fit in the room well. Great kid, great character kid. He's going to work his tail off, and he's going to fit in.
What will he need to work on to really maximize that ability?
I think he's going to just, as a maturation process, he's going to need to develop a counter move. He's going to need to develop some more strength. But we love his motor, we love his aggressiveness, and he's our type of guy. He's an Eagle.
And for the fans, how much actual video do you watch of him? How much time do you put into him? How many conversations do you have with this kind of player?
Well, we have our area guy, Alan Watkins, watched him for 4 years, so he knows who he is. We were down there this year. We see him every time we turn on the tape because he makes flash plays. But for him, we've been studying him. We know a lot of the coaching staff. We've done our research on the type of person he is, type of player he is, so we feel real comfortable about him.
All right, Ian, thank you very much.
Thanks, Dave.
Good stuff. That's Ian Cunningham talking about the second pick in the fourth round. The first pick in the fourth round from the University of Pittsburgh, Avonte Maddox, a cornerback. We bring in Andy Weidl, the assistant director of player personnel. And Andy, what about Maddox really jumped out at you?
Well, Avonte, his mentality, his toughness, he plays fast. He's an undersized corner, but he plays big. He can elevate, play above the rim, go up and get the ball. He's an aggressive kid, a lot of fight in him. We think he has inside-outside flex. We think he'll have a role at nickel. He's a good blitzer. A lot of Eagle traits, the Eagle mentality. And our guys went in there early, Ian, Phil Baya, Ryan Myers, and he gained traction with the East-West. He had a strong week down there. And he's passed the process here. And he's a guy we identified and we targeted, and we're just excited to have him, get him in the building, get going.
It's interesting, Andy, because everybody reads inside or outside cornerback. For those who, like me, who don't really understand the difference, what are the different characteristics you're looking for, inside guy, outside guy?
Well, we're looking for a nickel guy that can match up with the guys in our divisions, the Cole Beasleys, the Crowder. So it's a quick twitch, ability to match up in a short area, and then ability to, as we always say, recover. If you lose initially, which happens all the time, he's got the speed to catch up, get on his horse, and go recover. And we saw that the East-West, we saw that on tape. He can play the ball down the field. So there's a lot you can do with him. He's an excellent blitzer off the edge when they did it with him. We just like the mentality. He brings a toughness and an edge we think will fit in our room, and we're excited to have him.
This cornerback group is young, is promising, is talented. You mix them all up and throw them out there and see who the best players are to win playing time.
Exactly. It's great. We're excited about the group. All of those guys bring something to the table. They all have an edge and a mentality. They're here for a reason because they're Eagles. We're excited to get them in there. They root for each other. It's a great chemistry in the room. Corey does an unbelievable job coaching those guys up. And this is another guy to add to the mix. You can never have enough corners, as we say, pass rushers and corners, guys that can play the ball down the field and tackle. And we think he fits what we do and what we are.
Andy, in a league where teams just don't have enough cornerbacks, Eagles keep prioritizing that position.
Absolutely. We never want to be short there. You got to have guys that can rush and guys that can cover. And we're trying to load this team up with as many of those guys as we can.
Andy, thanks.
Thank you.
Andy Weidl, thanks. Ian Cunningham, thanks. And thank you for joining us here. Dave Spadaro, Eagles Insider, outside the draft room at the NovaCare Complex.